Hi everybody, how are you all doing? I hope you're having a good weekend so far. So today is Saturday, the 11th of April 2015. About 3 minutes ago I've just finished watching the entire first season of Daredevil, Marvel's TV series that they did in collaboration with Netflix. And I have to admit, it's the first time I've actually binge watched a TV show in such a long time. First ever time I've actually done it on Netflix as well, so I guess I'm now part of the crowd. But I did say that I wasn't going to do a review of this show, but to be honest with you, what I've just experienced, what I've just witnessed, as I love DC, you all know that. You already know I'm a big DC fanboy, but Daredevil literally blew Arrow and the Flash out of the water. It was just superb from the first episode right to the very end. Brilliant, absolute sheer brilliance. And I want to say thanks to Drew Goddard, Stephen Esther Knight, and everybody involved at Marvel, and also to the cast. What an amazing cast! Charlie Cox. I mean, I've never heard of him before, but he was just brilliant. The fight scenes, the choreography, the cinematography, everything that just all the direction, and just it was just superb. And the story was just amazing. So many twists that even I was very surprised about. A couple of things that you could see coming from a mile away, but other stuff just really surprised me. I really liked the guy who played James Wesley, because he was definitely better than the guy in the film. Well, in fact, the TV series was so much better than the film. But this particular version of Wesley, he is so loyal to Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk, who, by the way, was, wow, scary as hell, shit awesome is what he was. Yeah, Wesley was so loyal to Fisk. It was incredible. He didn't even have to ask Fisk permission to do something. He would do it because he knew that's what Fisk wanted. It was oh dear, I don't even know where to start. But the origin, pretty much in the first sort of couple of episodes, you know, we get flashbacks to Matt Murdock's younger life and how he got blinded with the toxic chemical waste and such. How he saved a guy, but obviously he was then, you know, tragically he lost his eyes and his sight, essentially. His dad also met his fate as well, you know, his dad being a boxer and such. So we do get all that element of his upbringing and how he becomes who he is now, essentially, in his journey. Effectively, this whole season was pretty much his journey in becoming Daredevil. I did like the costume, by the way, at the very end of the final episode. Perfect, works well. The actual universe as well, the setting of Hell's Kitchen, even though you know it's in the same universe as the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because they even mention Iron Man, they mention Thor, they also mention what happened in New York a couple of years ago during the events of Avengers as well. And even though it's got all of that element, there was still this very dark, gritty, you know, focus about Hell's Kitchen. It just had that just pretty much like Gotham, basically. It had that element. It was like, here's New York, here's Hell's Kitchen, and it was just looking at that particular little segment was just superb. And as I say, the way that they set it, the mood, the darkness that they use, it was superb. And then we also had the news journalist Ben Urich as well, who was helping out with the investigation. We've got Foggy Nelson. We've got a female character by the name of Karen Page, who at the very beginning of the episode of the season was framed for murder. Then we find out why she was framed, and it pretty much goes on from there. You've got both Murdock and Nelson, or Nelson and Murdock as their law firm is known. They're just starting off their law firm. They're not already established, they're just literally starting off. And I think it was in the very first episode when they meet Karen Page for the first time. She's asking them, how long have you guys been lawyers? And Matt's asking Foggy, oh, what time is it? Tells him the time. And then she just replies back, about 7 hours. And she's like, okay, right, so you guys have only been practicing for 7 hours. I might as well just kill myself, you know, and be done with it. But so many things unfold, so many stories are revealed, twists, and I just want to go back to Wilson Fisk because that guy is a machine, literally a walking machine. And we also get a glimpse to his past. We see how he becomes the Kingpin, essentially, even though that name was never actually used in the entire season, although they kind of partially used it, you know, just kept mentioning the word King. But you just look at Vincent and you just see this huge hunk of a muscle man who you do not want to cross. And he showed it a few times in a few episodes where he can hold his own. He literally can hold his own. So yeah, it was brilliant. I just want to say a shout out to the little Chinese lady, Gao, by the way. Appearances can be deceiving, ladies and gentlemen. Do not let her sweet little exterior fool you. She's basically Master Yoda. Okay, that's all I can describe her as. She was basically Master Yoda. Yeah, incredible stuff. And but the way how all the characters were feeding off each other as well, how you didn't expect this character to do this, how you weren't expecting that character to do that, and how they were all double crossing each other in certain ways as well. Oh, it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. And Rosario Dawson as well, she was in a few episodes. Ayelet Zura, who played Lara in Man of Steel, plays a character called Vanessa, who becomes Wilson Fisk's love interest. And that is where Wilson has his weakness. And I really love that about the show, how this guy who is so powerful, so rich, can still have a weakness. Because at the end of the day, everybody has a weakness. That was Wilson's. And it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. And you know, not going to spoil anything because you really have to watch it. Like I said, I've just spent the last sort of, when did I start watching it? About 8 o'clock last night. It's now 9:30 Saturday morning. So yeah, I'm totally tired. I'm not going to bed yet. I'm actually going to grab a shower. I've got to go out and do some stuff. Then I'm going to come back and then I'm going to sleep. The girlfriend's actually at work today, so she was actually in bed whilst I was watching. She did watch the first 2 episodes with me. I was going to say, well, look, why don't I come to bed and then we'll watch the rest of the series when you get back from work. She was like, no, it's fine. You stay up, you watch it. I'll go to bed because I've got to go to work. I thought, well, okay, fair enough. But I really wish she had watched it, and I think I will watch it again with her because I want her to see everything that happened. Because oh my god, wow, brutal is another word I want to use for it, because it was brutal in the sense of the action sequences, the fight scenes in particular, just the way that they were moving and stuff was brilliant. And we even had a guest appearance by Scott Glenn, who was the mentor for young Matt Murdock, and then he appears again 20 years later. He's on a mission for someone who we got a glimpse of, but I don't know who the character is. So for you die-hard Marvel Daredevil fans, if you can point me in a direction of who we saw the back of in terms of the character that Stick was talking to, that'd be interesting to find out who he is. But yeah, it was really good. So please do check it out. I know people are still watching it now as I'm doing this review. A lot of people obviously started it last night, especially in America, as soon as it hit midnight in the Pacific coast, and then it hit 8 o'clock in the morning here in the UK yesterday morning. Everyone who, if you weren't working or you took the day off, hats off to you. But yeah, oh my god, yeah, I did say I wasn't going to talk about it, but I thought, no, I have to, because wow. Just absolutely wow. So, is there going to be a season 2? Don't know, because they've obviously got AKA Jessica Jones currently filming. That's due to start sometime later on this year. Luke Cage is coming out next year, and I'm guessing sometime after that will be Defenders. So, whether or not we will get season 2 of Daredevil remains to be seen. It might be in another couple of years' time, which is fine. You know, there's no problem with that, because obviously you've got AK, Jessica Jones, as I've already mentioned, Luke Cage, and then obviously Defenders as well. Not to mention the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe that is going on as well. But yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. Just wow, just so magnificent. Yeah, I'm blown away. I really am blown away. So, and I think it is so much better now because Marvel got the rights back from Fox, because the contract ran out with Fox. So much better on TV. I think the TV works for Daredevil because you have plenty of time to really tell the story, and they did. The character developments for everybody, not just Matt Murdock, but you know, for everybody involved, was just brilliant. And but for me, I think the standout character for me was, I mean, besides obviously Matthew Murdock, was Wilson Fisk. That guy scared me to death whilst I was watching. Anytime he was going to attack someone, my heart was racing, because I was worried for the person who was going to get on the receiving end of Wilson, because it's like, you do not want to fuck with Wilson Fisk. It's that simple. It's very simple, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I think he was, for me, the standout character. He was just, and when we got the glimpse, as I say, we got the flashbacks to his past, just how scary was he as a 12-year-old, and his mother, whoa. Wow. Yeah, incredible, absolutely incredible. So hats off to everybody, Marvel, Netflix in particular. You've done yourselves proud. Pat on the back for everybody. Brilliant, brilliant. I'm looking forward to the rest of what we've got from Marvel and Netflix, because wow. Yeah, I'm going to stop talking now, because I'm going to start rambling. Otherwise I'm going to start spoiling stuff as well. But anyway, let me know what you thought of it, if you have seen it, if you are currently watching it. Again, leave your comments below. Let's not try and spoil it for people who are still watching it, by the way, because if they are reading the comments below and you spoil it for them, they will not like it. So yeah, anyway, thank you all very much for watching. See you all very soon.